everyone. We are in the Young Youth Program of the 25th WGC Congress, and I'm Shu Wu from Beijing. I work for Total, and I study civil engineering for my undergraduate, and I study energy planning for my graduate study. This is Mr. Gertjan Lankhorst, and I will let him to introduce a little bit himself. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Gertjan Lankhorst. I'm the CEO of GasTerra, and GasTerra is a Dutch company active in supply and trade of natural gas. We're a wholesale company and we supply about 15% of the European market with natural gas.
Okay, so can I call you Mr. Lankhorst, or it's better for me to Gertjan?
That's fine to call me Gertjan. It's a bit difficult for you to pronounce, I think,
okay.
But it's fine.
We all know that natural gas industry has a very bright future, and could you please give us an idea of how bright, how huge the market is of the natural gas? Whether it will be comparing with oil, competitor with oil in the future?
Well, I think that indeed the future is bright for natural gas. We heard this morning the expectation of Rex Tillerson from ExxonMobil that in 2025 natural gas will take over from coal as the second fuel, but still behind oil. But there may be a moment that natural gas will even become bigger than oil. I don't know when and how that will happen, but what is sure is that we see at this moment that with the focus of society on reducing carbon dioxide emissions, the prospects for natural gas are of course very good, because of all the fossil fuels, natural gas has the lowest carbon emissions, and on top of that it also provides a lot of flexibility in producing power.
Exactly, yeah. Okay. And when people talk about the technology development, talk about the R&D, most of the people will have the emphasis on the upstream gas production. And as a gas trading company, could you please introduce a little bit how the technology development will change the natural gas industry in the downstream and consumption market, and also the trading side?
Yeah, sure. Well, it's already a long-term development that we try to make appliances for natural gas that use gas in the most efficient manner. So it's not only that the huge power plants become more and more efficient, but also the possibilities to burn gas at home for heating systems become very, very efficient. We have combined gas and power production, and the micro appliances of this, micro CHP. You can use it at home. It's combined heat and power. Are in development and will become more and more important in the future. I think that another interesting development with the transition to more renewable energy is that to transport electricity is very expensive. To transport natural gas is much cheaper.
Through pipeline?
No, electricity to cables and gas to pipelines. It is to transport the same amount of energy in the form of gas is 20 times cheaper than transporting electricity. So therefore we are looking very intensively at ways to combine gas and power to make the transportation of electricity as low as possible and use natural gas as a medium to provide flexibility.
Wow, that's an amazing idea. This first time I'm just listen to the idea of officially collect these two concepts together of the power transportation and the gas transportation. It's really interesting. And also, what do you think will be the biggest challenge for the natural gas industry in the future? Maybe 20 or 30 years?
Well, the biggest challenge will be to provide all the flexibility that is needed in a world where we have more and more renewable energy, because the renewable energy is intermittent. If there's wind, you have a lot of electricity. If there's no wind, you don't have it. And you must have something that balances this. And I think it will be very important to provide a lot of capacity for producing power through natural gas, to have this flexibility.
Okay, flexibility is one issue, so it's part of the technology development. Can do. And what about the manpower? Because I heard people talking a lot of the lack of the talent people. And do you think the natural gas industry is still charming, is still attracting young people to come into this industry, or we are lose our attractions for them?
Well, that's a good question, and I agree with you that we are going to need a lot of young people working in our industry. We have to work to make our image better, because people think, well, the new world, that's electricity, that's renewable energy, but in fossil energy, in natural gas, we need really, so many people. Really
clean. We are not dirty than the renewables. I mean, but.
Well, you need natural gas to make the renewables possible, and it's also the other way around. The combination of gas and renewables is an excellent one, and well, you should not say to people that they work only on one fuel. They should have a broader perspective. We have to provide enough energy for society, and natural gas is part of that, part of the solution, I think, for our future.
Okay, so one way is to just attracting young people by build a better image for the whole industry. And what of the procedures do you think should the gas industry take together to build this new industry? And what already GasTerra already take to promote that, to attracting more young people on that?
Well, what we try to do as GasTerra is invest a lot in programs where we make the knowledge of people about energy bigger. And one of the most interesting projects that we have now is that in our city, Groningen, in the Netherlands, we are creating an energy academy.
Oh.
So it is a part of the university where people can study everything about energy, not just the technology. Also the social impact of energy, also the legal impact of energy, the geopolitical impact of energy. So I think this is extremely important, that we invest more in educating people and showing them how everything in energy is a total combination of factors and is not a single issue.
It's a commitment to the society.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Okay. And so, do you have some suggestion on the use of these, the use of our world? Who have strong interest in the natural gas or energy industry? Do you have some suggestion on them? How to have your study, how to begin your career, and how to develop your own career?
Well, if you're interested in energy, there are a lot of possibilities for you. You can study about all the aspects of energy on a lot of institutes. If you work with an energy company, practically all the companies provide you with excellent facilities to enhance your knowledge. So I think if you want to work in a sector that is, well, coping with one of the biggest challenges for our society, the challenges for the 21st century are food, water and energy. So if you want to work on one of the biggest challenges for mankind, energy is where you should be, and well, to get educated, it's possible, and well, in the Netherlands there will be a new institute that gives you excellent possibilities to become an expert in energy.
Okay.